The race for the leadership of Nigeria's incoming parliament is already heating up. Several groups have thrown their support for and against the nomination of candidates by Nigeria's ruling party and the new government. While the 10th National Assembly is expected to be sworn in a few days' time, our Abuja Bureau Chief, Amadin gives us an update on events and how it will play out.
The race for the leadership of the 10th National Assembly has continued to generate reactions. While the ruling party has tried to maintain its grip on the new parliament in order to ensure there is a working relationship between both arms of government, some lawmakers-elect say it will affect the independence of the legislature. One group, the Natives, has thrown its weight behind the decision of the president, describing it as apt and aimed at appeasing agreed religious and political groups following a divisive general elections.
Nigeria is a secular state, and Senator Godswill Akpabio and Barrow ticket represents the consideration of the mood of the country, evidence of healing rather than the braggadocious display of strength or the coronation of religious domination.
They urged all lawmakers-elect to support the president's choice and trust in his judgment.
As the 10th National Assembly convenes, we call on all distinguished senators, both the new and the returning, across party lines, to key into the wisdom of President Bola Tinubu to promote balance, encourage and ensure inclusion, national unity, and love of country, to create harmony that will endear the parliament to the Nigerian people post-2023 election.
However, one former lawmaker thinks otherwise. A former member of the Senate thinks the executive arm of government must respect the principle of separation of powers.
Once the executive tries, because there's by the Constitution, there's established separation of powers. The executive have their powers, the legislators have their own powers.
He maintains that the president and the ruling party must do all it can to avoid an executive-legislative face-off by allowing the incoming National Assembly elect the leadership of their choice.
So it will be in the interest of the executive to allow the legislature to choose the executive, because, like I said, the legislature don't dictate to the executive who they appoint into executive position, who they appoint as minister, who they appoint into chairman of this or chairman of that, or parastatals. So they should not do the same thing to the legislator. Let the legislators have their way and the executive have their way.
With the elections just a few days away, keen observers will be hoping that whatever plays out does not affect the work the incoming National Assembly is set to perform. Amadin reporting for News Central.